How can you as a business owner increase your growth, business growth, from WhatsApp patronage, friends and family, to becoming a global product being sold into a global audience? Nigeria has like a total of 1.2 million SMEs who run majorly small businesses and trying to look for how to grow their business. Most of them sell on WhatsApp, majorly market between friends. Their brands are known within friends, cities, within the state at least, maybe amidst old-time friends. Most of them struggle to sell online, and a large percentage of their sales comes from their network. Now, how do they scale their business to achieve more sales? I mean, like 50% sales. They need to spread more beyond the reach of their WhatsApp status within friends to be able to gain more ground and get more profits. I was watching a particular fashion brand on Instagram, and majorly what I noticed about this particular brand is their revenue really moved up. And one of the contributing factors to this is the fact that they're able to ship their products beyond borders. It's a Nigerian brand, right? And they were able to sell to places like Ghana, Kenya, and export their products to different countries. And I see it as a huge gap missing for small business owners who sell very good products. I mean, we have a lot of SMEs in Nigeria that sells high value products, very talented craftsmen making shoes, making clothes, very nice fashion brands running locally. We need to enlarge the scope of how they are able to think before they can increase their profits, which is like the basis of how global brands really build their business. In this episode, I'll be talking about how you can increase your sales, profits by expanding your reach to different borders across the world, including African and non-African customers. Should we say that most of these sellers are not putting the required energy into their product, or they are not selling quality products or marketing appropriately? I see a lot of marketing campaigns, a lot of businesses trying so much to increase their reach, posting regularly on WhatsApp, posting on Facebook, on Instagram, and asking friends to share a lot, which is good and helps in certain way. But we need to look deeper into what are the critical issues that make sales drop or get stunted from 5 friends that patronize within 2 months to getting just 10 sales in 10 months. So obviously there is an issue that needs to be addressed. How can you as a business owner increase your growth, business growth, from WhatsApp patronage, friends and family, to becoming a global product being sold into a global audience? First, you need to take your marketing serious, which is an inevitable thing. But we've seen a lot of marketing campaigns, a lot of businesses investing heavily in marketing. We saw a recent product launched into Nigerian space, and this product had huge marketing budget, but later got their reputation damaged because of certain things that need to be kept in place that wasn't done. So one of the first things that I think African businesses need to look into, because it's prevalent in our community, is integrity. So never trade your business reputation in place of profits. So the first thing you need to understand when scaling your business uh, beyond the marketing budget is that there is something called business reputation and integrity. It is an invaluable asset for your business. If you use a car in Nigeria, you know which brand to patronize. I know of Bovas Energy, right? Because I often use them. Not because of any other thing or any other recommendation, or maybe because of their marketing got to me, but because of just this reputation they built over time. We've had periods of time where different filling stations had to increase their price to maximize profit at the detriment of their business reputation. So I would always patronize this filling station any day because of just that single act of consistently staying true to their business reputation over profit. So it shows that the business is really serious, and I can boldly recommend this business anywhere. If you are a small business owner looking at growing your business, one of the key things you need to take importantly is your business reputation. The 5 customers that you currently have are the set of people that would drop comments about your business, about the fact that you promised to deliver a product in the next 2 weeks and you met up with it. So if you're a small business owner looking at growing your profits, your business profits, getting your first customer is not scaling. Getting additional customers is not scaling, right? Scaling your business growth starts when you have repeated customers and a consistent reputation. Now, this comes as a result of integrity that you have built over time. So how do you build this integrity? Ensure that when you are being contracted to deliver a product and a date is given, ensure that at all costs you meet up with this. In international markets, most businesses understand this principle. It's like a lifestyle to them to always meet up with deadline. If that is not possible, ensure that there's proper communication sent across. The way global market works, and global market is not like an ambiguous word that is far off. It's just like supplying beyond borders into Ghana, into uh, different part of the world, and these things cannot happen if your business does not gain more reputation within your immediate customers. How would you build this reputation? You need to consistently ensure that if you promise to deliver something on Thursday, it doesn't exceed that. No matter the level of the customer, maybe the pocket size of the customer, you have to ensure that you deliver what was promised, because this word is your brand. It is what people know your brand to be, and it becomes the language of how people perceive your brand. So if your brand cannot be trusted, it can't scale. Scaling has to do with people recommending your business to one another. One of the exact reasons your business isn't growing or increasing profits is research. You need to research into where the places that your business is needed, your product is needed, who are the people that mostly consume your product. Do you know the product in high demand in Ghana? Do you know the product in high demand in US and in different part of the world? We have fabric businesses supplying to US. We have people in diaspora who need native attire, and they hardly would be able to find fashion designers across there to suit what they need. So these are markets, global markets, that won't open up if you are not exposed to these things. Recently, I came across a local dry fruit brand, and instantly I knew that this brand would not be able to scale locally if they don't explore international markets. Why? Because the consumption rate in Africa towards dry food products is relatively low. So if they keep pushing in this market, not exploring other markets, it may be very difficult for this brand to really scale. So imagine your product that you sell currently is much needed in Ghana, is much needed in Kenya, and you don't know. Ignorance is a personality, it's a choice, and in business it can be very expensive. So you can be losing a lot of profit that you don't even know about, just because you never made any effort to research into it. So today, start by doing a Google search to understand the countries of the world that largely consume your products and in what volume do they need it. So 3 things that your business need: 1, integrity; 2, exposure. The third one is a silent killer for businesses. For instance, you ensure that you always deliver promptly, and some customers still complain even after you have a genuine reason for shifting the deadline. So I've had instances where there is a genuine issue with a particular small business that needs to deliver something, but the inability of these businesses to be able to communicate with me or the customer in this case would leave a gap that could spoil the business reputation. You can always deliver quality products with fair pricing, you have a great product, and you are genuinely excellent, but you are just not good at communicating with your customers. So this can affect how people see your business. So with a very good logo, with a very good product, if at any time in point you have any genuine reason not to meet up with a stated deadline for a customer, a simple WhatsApp message, a simple text message, or a mail would actually help you keep your business reputation intact. So ensure that if for any reason you need to shift a deadline, communication matters. So a day ahead, few hours ahead, you can simply just apologize, send a message to the customer telling them the reason why the order will not be delivered at the set date and propose a new date. So this seems as your business respecting their own space and keeping to your promise. The business that scales globally are not always the ones with the best product in the market, but they just understand how to make customers feel good. Because most times when people patronize you, the memory that sticks to them is how you make them feel, and this becomes what they carry along with them anywhere they go and when talking to people about your business. So growing your business into a global market is something you need to take seriously, because you need money to run your business. You need to increase your business in 2026, and to grow, to scale into international market. These are things you can never overlook. It starts with integrity, exposure, how you treat people who trust you with their money. These are not complicated ideas, but they are common ones. And the market is full of businesses that cut corners, and this can be like a unique selling point for your business if you take it in serious, right? You necessarily don't have to be the most skilled or the most talented business owner. One of the things you just need to take seriously is how well do you treat your customers, how well do you keep your promise, how well do you communicate with your customers, and how well do you make research about your industry and have adequate knowledge about your customer base and who patronizes your business more often. Thank you.